Hello everyone. This is another source of clean energy that can be applied by using difference in temperatures. It is something like convection battery, and the principle of operation is very simple. I did an experiment with two couples of plastic bottles, two half-liter bottles and two 1.5 liter bottles. So as you can see on the picture, the blue color indicates hot water with plus 60 degree of Celsius temperature water taken from a boiler, and the gray colored water indicates cool water with plus 4 degree of Celsius chilled in the refrigerator. Then hoses used are silicone hoses, and internal diameter of each is 6 millimeters. Then instead of locking, I used clamp as a locking. I used clamps with the least diameter I found in the shop. Then also I used two pen to stamp the space between clamp and pipe and the tube. So the pressure is very low in this system, so I glued the tubes into the bottle by epoxy. Then plastic bottles was attached to the plywood by twine. Merely tied them. Then I painted cool water with black watercolor paint, and hot water was left uncolored. Then I locked the hoses with clamps, then turned the whole construction by minus 90 degree, poured 90 degree, poured in cool water. The second plastic bottle with number 2, poured cool water, gray colored, then rotated it again, the whole construction by the same minus 90 degree, and poured hot water into next bottle, and with number 1 on the picture. Then turned all the construction back by plus 180 degree, and hung the plywood on the nail and opened the clamps, the process to begin to start. And so in the picture you can see number 1 is a hot water, number 2 is cool water, and 3 are clamps. 4 is a plywood. Then, regarding the bottles, as I said previously, I used two types of bottles: 500 milliliter bottles and 1500 500 milliliter bottle. The time the gray water reaches the middle of bottle was around 3 minutes and 9 minutes respectively. So we can conclude the speed of the water stream is rather proportional to the diameter of the whole section than the volume of plastic bottles. And I mean the pressure in system remains the same. So a question rises up: how can this be achieved on a large scale? If we have a temperature difference, for example the temperature in the cave of the mountain and the temperature outside the mountain, we would have a constantly circulating fluid flow. For example, in the Egyptian pyramid, the temperature inside the internal chamber in the middle of the pyramid is always 20 degrees of Celsius, and this is probably the same with in the Chinese and American or whatever pyramids, and they may have used convection in past. Perhaps the ancient Greeks used it in the Bosnian mountains like a pyramids, and the flow will only occur when the cold liquid is on the top and the hot liquid is on the bottom. Otherwise this won't work. So a question appears here: how can energy be obtained from the movement of a fluid, of the stream of the liquid? So if you use an electrolyte then as a liquid, then the first thing that comes to mind is the passage of a conductor through the magnetic field. By the rule of the left palm, you can create a potentials difference of potentials. So for instance, for an electrolyte like salt water, if you use a hose with a diameter of a span and around 18 centimeters at the same temperature difference as it was in the experiment, then in 3 minutes we will fill a barrel with a volume above 200 liters. So at the end of this video I may suppose some assumption about the possible main goal. I think they used mercury or aqua regia with dissolved in it gold, and also I heard about mercury somewhere on TV, like was it Discovery or National Geographic's channels telecasts. They found mercury there on the pyramids in Mexico, or was it that China? Not sure. And at the same time, there are many legends and rumors about the Philosopher's Stone and mercury and gold and stuff like this. They must have been doing cover of gilt on metal objects, such a electroplating of gold, and might had, of course, a good benefit doing that. And the philosopher's stone here appears to be just a mountain or pyramid, and seems all points I wanted to talk about here were already covered, and it will be very kind of you if you would like this video so more people to see it, and thank you for watching. Bye.